King Midas loved gold. Oh yes, he did. He loved its glitter and its shine. Every day he counted his gold coins. He wished for more and more gold. Gold, gold, I love you so, he'd sing. I wish everything I touch turned to gold. One night, a magical star twinkled above the castle. A tiny fairy appeared. "King Midas," she chimed, "I have heard your wish." King Midas was surprised. "A wish? For more gold?" he asked. The fairy giggled. "Yes, your wish is granted," and with a poof, she vanished. The next morning, King Midas touched his bed. Poof! It turned to gold. He touched a flower. Poof! Golden petals bloomed. "It's working," he cried, his heart filled with joy. Everything is turning to gold. Just then, his daughter, Princess Aura, ran in. Her golden hair flowed behind her like a river of sunlight, and her eyes sparkled with the joy of seeing her beloved father. She had been playing in the gardens, her laughter echoing through the palace halls, a sound that always brought a smile to King Midas's face. "Father!" she cried, hugging him. Her small arms wrapped around him tightly, her warmth and love radiating through the embrace. King Midas felt a surge of happiness, a moment of pure bliss that he wished could last forever. He had missed her dearly, and this hug was a reminder of the bond they shared. But oh no, Princess Aura turned into a golden statue. King Midas was horrified. The joy that had filled the room just moments ago was replaced with a chilling silence. He watched in disbelief as her soft skin hardened into cold, unfeeling gold. The sparkle in her eyes was gone, replaced by a lifeless sheen. His heart sank as he realized the terrible mistake he had made. His heart felt heavy, heavier than all the gold in the world. The weight of his greed and the consequences of his wish pressed down on him like an unbearable burden. He had thought that gold would bring him happiness, but now he saw the true cost of his desire. The room, once filled with light and laughter, now felt like a prison of his own making. "My daughter, what have I done?" he cried, tears filling his eyes. The tears streamed down his face, each one a testament to his regret and sorrow. He reached out to touch the golden statue, hoping against hope that he could somehow reverse the curse. But the cold metal was unyielding, a stark reminder of the irreversible nature of his actions. King Midas fell to his knees, his cries echoing through the empty halls, a broken man who had lost the most precious thing in his life. Section 5. Tears of Gold, a Father's Pain. King Midas cried and cried, but even his tears turned to golden beads. He ran to the garden, hoping to find the magical fairy. "Fairy, please come back," he pleaded. "I don't want gold anymore, I just want my daughter back." Section 6. The Magic Spell, Broken at Last. In a land where magic and reality intertwined, a powerful spell had been cast, one that would change the fate of a kingdom forever. The fairy reappeared, her face full of concern. She had been watching from afar, knowing that the time had come to intervene. Her heart ached for the king and his daughter, for she knew the pain they had endured. "King Midas, you've learned your lesson." The king, once blinded by his greed, now stood before her with a heavy heart. His eyes, once filled with the lust for gold, now reflected the sorrow of his mistakes. She touched his hand gently. The warmth of her touch spread through him, a stark contrast to the cold, lifeless gold that had once consumed him. It was a touch filled with compassion and hope. Your love for your daughter is more precious than gold." The king's eyes welled up with tears as he realized the truth in her words. He had been given a second chance, a chance to cherish what truly mattered. And with another poof, the golden touch was gone. The spell that had once brought so much misery was now broken, and the kingdom could finally breathe a sigh of relief. Princess Aura was back in his arms. The joy in their embrace was palpable, a testament to the power of love and redemption. The kingdom rejoiced, for their beloved princess had returned, and the king had found his way back to what truly mattered. Section 7. A Lesson Learned. True Love's Embrace. King Midas hugged his daughter tight. He was so happy to have her back. He realized that love and family were more important than all the gold in the world. From that day on, King Midas treasured his daughter more than anything else. Section 8. The Real Treasure, More Precious Than Gold. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there was a king who believed that the greatest treasure in the world was gold. He spent his days and nights amassing wealth, filling his palace with glittering coins and precious jewels. But despite all his riches, he felt an emptiness inside that he couldn't quite understand. One day, as he walked through the palace garden with his beloved daughter, he noticed how her laughter filled the air with joy. She danced among the flowers, her eyes sparkling with happiness. It was in that moment that the king realized something profound. He learned that true happiness comes from love, not from shiny things. The king began to spend more time with his daughter, sharing stories, playing games, and simply enjoying each other's company. He discovered that the moments they shared were far more precious than any gold or jewels he possessed. The love they had for each other was a treasure that no amount of wealth could ever buy. As the days went by, the king's heart grew lighter, and his kingdom became a place of joy and laughter. The people noticed the change in their ruler and felt the warmth of his newfound happiness. The king who once wished for endless gold found something much more valuable: the love of his dear daughter. He realized that the true treasures in life are not the ones we can hold in our hands, but the ones we hold in our hearts. The bonds of love, friendship, and family are the real treasures that bring us lasting joy and fulfillment. So, remember, little ones, as you go through life, cherish the people you love and the moments you share with them. These are the treasures that will bring you true happiness, far more precious than gold or any material wealth. Hold them close, and you will always be rich in the ways that matter most.